Hello, good morning dear students. In the previous class we were discussed about functions. You know what is a function? It is a block of programming codes which is used to perform a specified task. Okay, actually what are the advantages of functions? The main advantage is we can divide a big project or a big program into different modules, and we can distribute that modules into different programmers, and they can solve their own problems or their own modules, and finally they can integrate that entire program into a single project, and we will get the result of that entire project. Okay, that is the main advantage of function. Okay, in each module there will be a function. Okay, that function has its own properties, and which will use for to perform different tasks. Then what are the structure of a function? You know, if you are declaring a function, its keyword for declaring a function, its keyword is define. Okay, we can explain about its structure. For example, define function name 1. That function will end with a colon. Then statement, another statement. This is a simple structure of a function. Did you see this one? Define. This is the keyword for defining a function. Okay, actually it is a user defined function. User is defining a function with the keyword def, function name, then statement. Then next function we can declare function 2, function name 2, statement. Then third function def, function name 3, statement. Did you see this one? First function. Okay, this is second function, this is third function. Okay, suppose this is a big project. These entire functions are a big project. Then that big project can divide into different functions, and each function can distribute to different programmers. That programmers can solve their own functions, and finally they can integrate these three functions into a single program or single project, and finally we will get the result of this entire project or this entire program. That is the main advantage of function. Okay, then functions are divided into different types. You already familiar with its types because we already discussed in the previous class. First function type is built-in function. Built-in function. Okay, one example also we discussed in the previous class, print. Okay, some more examples are remaining that we can discuss today. Next type of function is user defined functions. User defined functions. Okay, its structure we already mentioned with the keyword def. Then third one is modules. Okay, third one is modules. What is built-in function? Built-in function means already built in that Python program. Okay, we can use these built-in functions as per our requirement. Okay, each built-in function has its own properties. It will perform predefined task. Already one task will defined in that particular function, and it will perform. When we using that function, that particular task will perform. Okay, built-in function. First built-in function, type conversion. This is the first example for built-in function, type conversion function. Type conversion function is an example for built-in function. Type conversion, example for type conversion, for example int, it is a type conversion. We already discussed in the previous classes about implicit type conversion, explicit type conversion, etc. Okay, then it is a type of conversion. Did you see this one, int? You already familiar with that int for declaring variable integer. If you want to declare an integer variable, you can use this type int. Then float, another type. Then string, str. Okay, then how we can convert a number using this type conversion method, int of 2.32. Okay, actually here 2.32 is a floating point value, it is not an integer value, but here did you see int of 2.32. Our aim is to convert this floating point value, this floating point number. What is floating point number? Here decimal part is there. Okay, if this decimal part is there, that number is called floating point number, int of 2.32. We can convert this floating point value into integer format. What will be its result? 2. That point something will skip, that will removed, that decimal part will removed. Okay, then float of, when we give float of 3, actually this 3 is a integer value, but float of 3 means we want to convert this integer 3 into a floating point value, so its result will be 3.0. 1.0 will add with that particular number. Then str 123. Did you see this 123 is an integer value? You know that it is an integer value. Then str of 123, that means string of 123. That means we want our aim is to convert this integer value 123 into a string format. Okay, when we convert this integer value into a string format, its result will be 123 with this single quote, because every string will declared within or mentioned within a double quote or single quote. So here it is a 123, it is an integer value, but when we convert this integer value into a string, we will get the result like this within a double quote 123. Here it is not an integer value, it is a string 123 within single quote. Okay, that is called string. String conversion. These are the different type conversion methods. Okay, type conversion method means built-in functions divided into different types. First one is type conversion method. Then another one, print, that we already discussed in the previous class. What is the use of print? It also a built-in function. Example for built-in function, print enter a number. Print enter a number. When we give this statement, what will be the result? Its result means it will print enter the number. Okay, if you want to get a result in a printed format, you can use this function. This is also a built-in function, already predefined in Python program. Using that we can using that predefined function we can perform this print. Okay, print function. If you want to get a result in a printed format, you can use this print option or this print function. Okay, this is also a predefined function. Then another example for predefined function is eval of 50 plus 40. Did you see this one? Eval of 50 plus 40. What will be its result? X equal to eval of 50 plus 40. Then we will get the result as 55, because it will evaluate these two values. Actually it is a addition process. 15 plus 40, we will get the result 55. Okay, did you see this eval? Eval is a built-in function. Okay, when we give this eval function, it will automatically evaluate these values. It will perform this addition. Okay, so we will get the using that we will get the result 55. Okay, this is another type of built-in function. Then min and max. Okay, from this name itself we can understand that what is its meaning. Min is used for getting minimum value from a tuple or from a list or from a set. Okay, max is used for getting a maximum value from a tuple or from a set or from a list. For example, x equal to min of 1, 5, 6, minus 8. Did you see this one? X equal to min of 1, 5, 6, minus 8. What will be its result? It's mean here 1 is positive, 5 positive, 6 positive. Here 1 negative value is there, so we will get the result minus 8. Minus 8 is the minimum value from this tuple. Okay, did you understand what I say? Min of 1, 5, 6, minus 8. Its result will be minus 8. Then x equal to max of minus 40, 20, 15, 12. What will be its result? Here maximum value is 20. This is minus 40. So we will get the result 20. Maximum value 20. This is another type of built-in function. Did you understand what I say? Okay, then we can move to next built-in type function. All these built-in function can use based on our requirement. If you want to use a particular built-in function, that built-in function is already predefined. So it will perform some predefined task. Okay, as per your requirement, you can use that function. Then another one, absolute value, abs of minus 40. What will be the result? Result will be 40. We will get the absolute value. This is another type of built-in function. Did you understand? abs. Then type function. What is type function? Type of 30. Type of 30. Which type? This 30 is an integer type. Okay, our aim is to get the type of this number. Okay, type is a built-in function. Using this built-in function, we can find out its type. Okay, what will be its result? Int is an integer. 30 is an integer. Then type of 5.2. What will be the result? It is not an integer value. It is a floating type value. So we will get the result float. Okay, 5.2 decimal part is there. So we will get the result like this float. Okay, its type. Then type of hello. What will be its result? String, str or string. Did you understand what I said? This is a type integer, so we will get the result integer. It is a floating point value, so we will get its type is float. Here type hello, it is a string format. Hello is a string, so we will get the result string. Okay, that is called type function. It is also a built-in function. Then another one is length. Okay, what is len? str equal to hello. Okay, then len of str. What is length of str? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you understand what I say? What is the length? Length is 5. Input. Next built-in function is input. Okay, then for example, num1 equal to input of enter the number. You already familiar with this code in the previous year. Okay, if you want to add two numbers, first one number 1, num2 next number, okay, then sum equal to num1 plus num2. Okay, if you want to get the first number, you can use this code. First number, from where we will get this one? From the user. Okay, num1 equal to input of enter the first number, then num2 equal to input of the enter the second number, then sum equal to num1 plus num2. Okay, we will get the result addition. Okay, which is used for getting something from the user. Okay, input function, it also a built-in function. Then another built-in function is round. Okay, round off 12.345. Using this function we can round this value. You know what is a rounding value? 12.345, it is less than 0.5, so it will round it to 12. Okay, then round off 12.756, it is above 0.5, so it will round it towards 13. Okay, so this is known as round function, round built-in function. Then next type of function is module. What is module? We already explained a big program or a big project can divide into different modules, different sections. Okay, and each module has its own properties. Already predefined tasks will perform. It will when we use these modules, it will perform predefined task. Already some tasks are defined in that particular function. Okay, based on our requirement it will perform. Okay, that predefined tasks are called libraries. Okay, we can collect different we can use different libraries. For example, math, import math. Actually it is a function, mathematical function. When we can import these mathematical function to the Python program. Okay, if any complex calculations are there, you can use this import math, this mathematical function can use. For example, result equal to math dot sqrt of 25. Result equal to math dot sqrt of 25. What will be its result? We will get the result as 5. Okay, we will get the result as 5 because square root of 25 is 5. Did you understand? This mathematical function is used for mathematical calculation, complex mathematical calculation. Then if you want to get power, then math dot power of 4,2. Math dot power, our aim is to get power of 4 raised to 2. Okay, 4 into 4, result is 16. Okay, this is the first 4, then comma 2 raised to 2, 4 raised to 2. Okay, we will get the result 16. Okay, this is the another type of mathematical function, power. Another type of mathematical function, power. Then math dot log with base 10 of 100. If you want to get a logarithmic value of 100, you can use this math dot log with base 10 of 100. Then math dot math dot sign of 3. Sign value, if you want to get a sign value of 3, you can use this function math dot sign of 3, math dot cos of 5, math dot tan of 2. Okay, all these possible, all these functions will work based on this mathematical function. Okay, mathematical function. Actually, it is a module. Did you understand what I say? It is a module. How it will become a module? Because already some predefined tasks are built in there. Okay. Did you understand what I say? It is a inbuilt function. It is a module. Already some predefined functions are declared there. Okay, so it will perform mathematical calculations. If you want to get a logarithmic value, you can use math dot log 100, math dot sin, math dot cos, math dot tan, etc. Okay, we will get the result. This is an example for module. Next type is string module. String module. Next type of module is string module. String module, when we use a string module, for example, is alpha, then is digit, then lower, upper, then is upper, is lower. All these are the examples for string module. Okay, you know, we already discussed string slicing. Before discussing about these functions, we can discuss about string slicing. str equal to hello, then str of 1 to 3, str of 1 to 3, string slice. When we use this string module, we can slice this string hello. Did you see this one? Hello is a string. Then this is 0th position, this is first position. E, it will start from first position E. Then this is second position L. Then third position will not be there because it will move up to just before this final value that we already discussed. So we will get the result hello, EL. Okay, first position and second position, that it will not move to third position. Okay, that is string slicing. We can slice that string.